The man was ordered to lift a wooden stake, but he had been hungry for a whole day. He used all his strength to lift it up, yet the officer told his men, if he put the wooden stake down, they would shoot him on the spot. Soon, the man's legs began to tremble. He still dared not lower the stake. He was not afraid of dying, but wanted to defend his dignity. His comrades were moved by his willpower. They all stopped their work, cheering him on with their eyes. The officer's gaze turned from disdain to fear. The man stared at him firmly. At this moment, he was no longer just himself. He represented a spirit of resistance. Suddenly, he lifted the stake high above his head. All the prisoners watched the scene with excitement. Even the officer was shocked. What kind of willpower did this man in front of him possess? The officer rushed over and beat him wildly, trying to hide his own fear. When the Japanese high command learned he had once been an athlete, they treated him to good food and drink. Their goal was to use his public identity to create public opinion against the US military. If he agreed, he would no longer be beaten and could enjoy preferential treatment. But the man still resolutely refused, because it would be treason. He would rather continue to be abused. This time, the officer did not beat him. He ordered his subordinates to tie the man's hands. He commanded all prisoners to line up. Each of them was to punch him once. He wanted to turn them against each other, but no one moved for a long time. The officer brought over an injured prisoner. If anyone refused, he would beat the injured prisoner. Watching the injured man about to collapse, the man begged his comrades to hit him. Forced by circumstances, they had to swing their fists. It didn't end until the sun set. Soon after, the Japanese army was defeated. They drove all prisoners into the river. Machine gunners surrounded the area. At that moment, a roar sounded in the sky. It was US military aircraft flying overhead. The area had been occupied by them. Everyone cheered with joy. They were finally saved. The man went alone to the officer's room, but it was empty. Only then did he realize the man had fled. Later, the man returned home safely. He kissed the land of his hometown and hugged his family tightly. This is adapted from a true story.
I was about to eat a chicken leg, but was stopped by the inmate upstairs. They told me I could only eat my own food. It turned out this was a 333-story vertical prison. Food was delivered via a platform every day. Inhabitants on each floor could only eat the food assigned to their floor. If the rules were broken, the inmates below would go hungry. But I couldn't help laughing. My pizza had been stolen, so why should I starve? The inmates upstairs comforted me, saying the traitor would definitely be punished. Seeing I still didn't stop, my cellmate on the same floor, a woman, shared her meat pie with me. Only then did I put the chicken leg back. The next day, I heard fighting sounds from upstairs. The female cellmate realized a riot had broken out upstairs. I was absolutely terrified. I didn't want to conflict with anyone. Soon the platform reached the 24th floor, and there was only a corpse on it. The next second, two fighting inmates jumped down. Before I could recover, the inmate upstairs frantically threw food down, but she was too late. The next moment, she was engulfed in flames. The female cellmate tried to put out the fire for her, but the person had already stopped breathing. Fortunately, they caught the one who ruined the food. By nightfall, the men wrapped the charred inmate in a white cloth, according to their rules, then threw her down. With a violent impact, the corpse was shattered into pieces. Soon the third day arrived, and the platform descended to the 24th floor. I finally got to eat pizza. After that, our food was never ruined again. Life ushered in a brief peace. The female cellmate would cut my hair. In return, I would share my food with her. We danced together. The happy time passed in a flash. I couldn't sleep that night because we would switch floors the next day. When I woke up the next morning, I was completely desperate. We had been assigned to the 180th floor. There was almost no food on this floor. Sure enough, when the food platform arrived, it was empty. In the days that followed, I could still survive on my fat, but the female cellmate had to endure hunger. As time went on, my body developed problems, and I couldn't get out of bed anymore. The female cellmate kept encouraging me, telling me not to give up hope. I was extremely grateful to her, but I could only accompany her this far. She would have to go on alone next. If you were locked in this vertical prison, would you follow food rules or eat someone else's food?